Hello all. The facts are these. The only hope of keeping Donald Trump from the Republican nomination is now Ted Cruz. Cruz is a U.S. Senator from Texas, elected in 2012 during the Tea Party rebellion against the Republican establishment. He is our second-to-last hope to avoid a Trump presidency. Ted Cruz is hated by pretty much everyone he's ever come into contact with, from his college roommate to his Republican colleagues in the Senate. He's earned this hatred by being weird-looking, but also through his commitment to an extreme conservative ideology. He's good at making speeches, he's good at manipulating the rules, and he's good at making himself a pain in the ass. He's had a lot to do with the government shutdowns and gridlock that have characterized Obama's second term. Even now, the Republican establishment may hate Ted Cruz more than they fear Donald Trump. Democrats and centrists across the United States hate Cruz for his idiotic crusades against Planned Parenthood and his risky stands against raising the U.S. debt limit. Many, both within the Republican Party and without, still believe that Ted Cruz is more dangerous than Donald Trump. This couldn't be more wrong. Cruz has a strict ideology that reveres a certain vision of the Constitution, the Bible, and a selective memory of Ronald Reagan. Cruz is an extreme version, but there's nothing really new here. His vision has limited appeal. Few Americans, and as Trump's success makes clear, few Republicans actually agree with Ted Cruz. No matter how well he debates, or how savvily he could legislate as president, he wouldn't be able to do much, even if he got there. The cost to the progressive agenda of a Cruz presidency would be real. Obama has used executive power to work against mass incarceration and the drug war. He's also done a lot to protect the undocumented. These actions would probably be swept away. I'd honestly be surprised if a President Cruz could repeal Obamacare, but even if he did, these actions, however tragic, would be within the framework of the system we have now. Cruz is very much a devil we know, and basic respect for the Constitution would never be in question.
I'm going to open up our libel laws so when they write purposely negative and horrible and false articles, we can sue them and win lots of money. We're going to open up those libel laws so that when the New York Times writes a hit piece, which is a total disgrace, or when the Washington Post, which is there for other reasons, writes a hit piece, we can sue them and win money instead of having no chance of winning because they're totally protected.
With Cruz, you know what you are getting. With Trump, everything is on the table. Trump's answers are all easy. He doesn't have any constructive plans. He just goes after easy targets. Some of his targets, like our lazy media and our corrupt elites, deserve it. Some, like the many minorities he has targeted, do not. A lot of people are falling for his shtick, and it's not just Republicans. Many Democrats feel betrayed by decades of trade deals from the Clintons and Obama. More importantly, it's already clear that Trump is reaching deep into the 40% of eligible voters that don't usually participate in U.S. elections. This is terrifying. Trump has inspired a lot of comparisons to fascist figures like Hitler and Mussolini. A lot of people think these comparisons are crazy. I'm not so sure, but they are certainly unfair at this point. But you don't need to go back to 1920s Italy for a scary comparison. You only need to jump back a decade. Do you remember Italian Prime Minister Silvio Berlusconi? He too was a media figure who brought his skills to the political realm. He used those skills and the luck of surging emerging economies that love luxury goods to become the longest-serving post-war prime minister of Italy. Italy was a mess before Berlusconi got there, but he proposed a bunch of easy answers and solved nothing and drove the country further into the ground. That's the best-case scenario for a Trump presidency. The decline of Italy has been very sad to watch. Putting the United States, the world's leading country, through the same ordeal would be a disaster. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And if you'd like to help me make more videos like this one, please click on the Patreon link here to find out how.